Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Korrie here with another yoga practice to share with you. Today's vinyasa style flow comes to you with the feet and lower body in mind. As always, a vinyasa class is beneficial for the entire body, but today specifically we will bring some attention to all 10 toes and especially get some work going on in the thighs. When you're ready, roll out your mat. Nothing else is required, just some comfy clothes and a smile on your face. Getting started here on your backside, choose if you would like a simple pose with legs long and straight, or if you'd like to join me in Supta Baddha Konasana, backside butterfly. In this pose, the soles of the feet come together, knees are bent, and I'm choosing to place my hands onto the belly. When you're ready, your eyes gently shut, and then we start to shift the breath so that it enters through the nose and exits that same way. With your hands on your stomach, as you inhale, you feel the hands rise. And as you exhale, you gently feel the hands lower. Taking your time to elongate the breath that comes. Maybe you count gently in your mind to 3 or 4 as you breathe in. Pausing at the top, feel this expansion in the belly. And then perhaps as you breathe out, counting to 4 or maybe even 5. Take your time to find a rhythm of breathing that enters through the nose and exits that same way, that flows in a rhythm that feels comfortable for you. Inflating as far as you can. And exhaling to really empty every sip of air out. Feel your exhale breath soften you a little bit deeper into the backside. And feel your inhales start to massage out the muscles while they invigorate. Start to feel the energy that your breath brings to your body, yet the beautiful contrast of the softness that comes as you breathe out. Allow this breath to take all of your mind's attention, knowing that when it starts to wander or drift away, that you just need to come back to this feeling, this focus. Feeling the breath come through the nose and inviting it to softly exhale and leave that same way. To really connect with breath, as our vinyasa style of movement goes at a little bit quicker of a pace, it's ever that much more important that we have this strong foundation. This breath will guide us through our practice today. So really connecting to what this feels like here and now. When you're ready, start to wiggle in the toes and the fingers. Start to lengthen, reach the feet as far as you can as you extend the arms overhead. Breathe in to lengthen, exhale to soften. Give yourself another great big stretch. Reach toes and fingers as far as they can from each other. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Interlace the fingers around the shins and gently rock from right to left. Your tailbone is grounded. This feels like a backside massage. Coming back to stillness. With your next inhale breath, reach the feet towards the sky, palms land beside your hips. Point and flex in the feet for a moment, and then draw the toes down. Feel the hamstrings lengthen. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale, draw the toes towards your chest. Feel the hamstrings lengthen. Inhale to point the toes. Again, exhale, flex in the feet, and then come back to neutral. Point the toes, and with your next breath out, lower the right leg all the way. Inhale, draw it right back up. Exhale, lower the left leg as low as it can go down. Inhale, draw it back up. Again to the right side, foot is pointed. Lower the foot as low as it can go on the right side. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, the left leg goes down. Inhale to reach it high. Keep moving with your breath. As you breathe out, lower one leg. As you breathe in, draw it back up. Excellent work. Coming back up, feet to the air, and then exhale. Soften the feet down to the mat, knees are bent. Wide as the mat, sway the knees from right to left like windshield wipers. As you exhale, they draw down to one side. As you inhale, they come back to center. Rolling onto the sides of your feet as you do this. Feel the release in your hips. And keep moving with your breath. Final time, exhaling over to the left when you're ready. An inhale will bring you back to center. And then drawing the heels a little bit closer, feet are hip distance apart, hands beside your hips. Inhale to reach the hips off of the mat. Exhale to soften them back down. Make sure those shoulders are connected. When you're ready, inhale, reach the hips high. Exhale, gently lower them down. Still grounding in the heels, connection between the shoulders and the mat. Inhale, reach the hips up. Exhale to gently lower them down. Again, breathing in when you're ready, draw the hips high. Softly lower back to the mat. Drawing the knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins. Really root into the tailbone and then start to send the knees wide as if you were tucking them towards the armpits. Round out in the ankles, point and flex in the feet. Make circles. Really keeping the backside flat, still breathing strong. And then drawing the knees to touch, hands to the backs of the thighs. Begin to rock and roll forwards and backwards like a spine massage. Eventually crossing your ankles over, sending your hands forward, landing in a tabletop position. Wrists below shoulders, knees below hips. Allow the hips to sway from right to left. Just settle into the body here. Drawing the right hand under the nose when you're ready. Left arm and gaze to the sky. And then exhale, draw the left shoulder and left ear down to the mat, woven underneath the right side. Pause. Inhale again, reach the left arm to the ceiling. Exhale, lower the arm underneath the right side, shoulder taps the mat. Inhale again to reach up nice and high, open up in the chest. Exhale, weave the arm underneath, drop the shoulder. And then inhaling back to a tabletop position, setting up on the other side. Left arm to center, right arm and gaze to the sky. Weave the right arm underneath, tap the right shoulder to the earth. Inhaling, reach all the way back up, twist in the body. Exhale, weave the left arm all the way down, tap the shoulder. Again, inhale to reach all the way up. Exhale to lower down. And then inhale, tabletop position. Moving through some cats and some cows. With your next inhale breath, lower the navel, gaze up, squeeze the shoulder blades down the spine. Exhale, arch in the back, tuck the chin in. Keep moving with your own breath pace. To inhale, lower the tummy, draw the shoulder blades back, gaze up. Exhale, arch or curve in the spine, tuck the chin in. And then from here, toes are tucked, start to walk your glutes to meet your heels. Inhale, tall spine, reach the arms all the way up, palms come to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll continue to do this. When you're ready, breathe in, reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, last one, reaching all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then slowly start to shift forward. Bring your hands back to the mat, untucking your toes, rounding out in your ankles. And then softening the tops of your feet to the mat. Again, send your glutes to meet your heels, hands down behind you. Lift the knees if that feels all right. A beautiful counter stretch to the foot activity we just worked on. When you're ready, coming back forward, tabletop position, tucking the toes under, spreading the fingertips wide, lifting the hips, chest gravitates towards the thighs, downward facing dog. Pedal out here to first find this shape in the body, maybe pointing and flexing in the feet. And then left foot stays grounded, inhaling the right leg high to the sky, bending into the knee, stacking the hips, maybe making circles with the ankle. Dropping the right foot back, downward facing dog. Onto the left side, left foot reaches towards the sky, stacking the hips bent in the knee. Round out in the ankle, feel that stretch. Exhale, left foot back down, downward facing dog. Coming onto your tippy toes next, start to walk with tiny little steps all the way to the top of your mat. When you get there, release the heels, forward fold. Bend out one knee and then the other. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, stand up, reach high, palms come to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhaling again, reach the arms all the way up. Swan dive forward, exhale, lower down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plant the hands. Step both feet back to a high plank position, shifting a little bit forward. And then exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Untuck the toes, breathe in, lift the shoulders, upward facing dog. Exhale as you tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Those 3 poses there making up our vinyasa sequence. They'll show up many more times through today's class. But at any point you need to take a pause, you can simply meet us in downward facing dog and skip those 3 movements. With your next inhale, lift onto your tippy toes and again slowly walk to the top of your mat. When you get there, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale again to stand, sweep the arms high, ground in the feet. Palms come to touch overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach all the way up. Back bend if you like. Swan dive forward, breathe out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plant the hands, stepping the feet back. Maybe here you choose to take a vinyasa. Exhaling to lower into your chaturanga. Inhale, untucking the toes, chest high. Exhale, downward facing dog. In these moments of pause, make sure you breathe. Big inhales, big exhales. And then again, onto the tippy toes. Start to walk your way to the top of your mat, really wakening up those feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling, Utkatasana chair pose. So a deep bend in the knees, ground into the heels, round the tailbone under, shoulder blades squeeze together, arms lift high. Sink a little deeper with every exhale. Keep that chest lifted. Exhale when you're ready, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the mat, right foot stays, left foot lunges back into our warrior 2. Grounding into both feet, arms are at a T shape, hips face the side. Take a moment to settle in. Your inhales encourage your spine to lengthen. Your exhales sink you deeper. With your next breath in, reach towards the ceiling, straighten the right leg. As you exhale, warrior 2, bend into the knee. Again, inhale to reach all the way up, straighten both legs. Exhale, lower down. And finally, inhale to reach. Exhale, lower down into your extended side angle. Right arm to right thigh, left arm sweeps overhead. Breathe out, your hands frame your right foot as your left leg floats into the air. Finding our warrior 3 variation with hands at heart center. Flex into the left foot, stay strong here. Exhale, left foot lowers down, Utkatasana chair pose. Again, ground in those feet. Can you go a little deeper this round? Feel the thighs fire up. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down, left foot stays, right foot lunges back into our warrior 2. Again, ground in the feet. Feel that base really solid. When you're ready, an inhale breath will straighten both legs, palms touch overhead, reach high. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale again, reach all the way up. Exhale, warrior 2. And final one, inhale, reach all the way up, straightening both legs. Exhale, warrior 2. Left arm to left thigh, extended side angle. And then hands come down to frame the left foot, right leg into the air, warrior 3. If you get wobbly, the ground is right there for you, especially with hands at heart center. Use that breath to stabilize you. Next, exhale, right foot lowers down, Utkatasana chair pose, option to come onto your tippy toes this round. Really taking advantage of our strong feet. Keep that deep bend in the knees, strong core. Exhale, lower the heels and then gently come to your glutes, boat pose. Option to stay still or row with me. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, come together. Keep moving as you breathe. Keep those shoulder blades nice and wide. Last one. Catch the thighs, roll to your back, and right away inhale to a stand, maybe a back bend, and then breathe out, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, perhaps taking a vinyasa, or meeting us right away in downward facing dog. Eventually, it's an exhale that lifts our hips high to that V shape. Maybe you pedal out, bending one knee and then the other. Gaze is between the heels. Big breaths in, slow exhales. Inhaling the right leg towards the sky, bend into the knee, and then step the right foot through, lower the left heel, warrior two. Right away, ground. Inhale, straighten both legs, palms come to touch overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, warrior two. Reaching up, inhale. Exhale, come down. Framing the right foot, left leg floats into the air, warrior three. We've been here before. Practicing this pose. Can you flex that left foot a little bit more? And then with control, lunge the left foot back, coming into crescent lunge. Hips are forward in this posture, arms are strong. Really fired up in the left glute, a right angle in the right knee. Exhaling, hands to heart center, and then stepping forward, chair pose. Once again, option to come onto your tippy toes, really firing up in the feet, sinking deeply into this bend. Exhale, drop the heels. Inhale, reach all the way up, optional back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take a vinyasa if you would like. Meeting us in downward facing dog. Take a moment to reset, to breathe. And then on to the other side, left leg lifts towards the sky and then steps through warrior two. Right away, ground in the feet, we start to move. Breathe in, reach all the way up, straighten both legs. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to reach and extend. Exhale, warrior two. Framing the left foot, float the right leg into the air, and then hands come to heart center, warrior three. Make a beautiful long line with your body from the right heel to the top of your head. And then with control, stepping the right foot back, crescent lunge. Hips face forward. Again, firing up in that right leg. On the ball of your right foot. Exhaling, hands to heart center, and then stepping forward, Utkatasana chair pose. Maybe again lifting up onto the tippy toes, finding the strength in the ball of your feet. Exhale, heels lower. Again, into our boat pose. Right away, we row. Inhale to extend. Exhale, come together. Keep breathing, pairing a breath with a movement. Stay strong with your breath so you can stay strong with your body. One more, then catching the thighs, rolling your way all the way up to a stand. Great job. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step both feet back. Lowering into your chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in, reach the right foot high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale again, right foot lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach the leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Use your core. Step your right foot down. Inhale, arms lift, crescent lunge. Sinking nice and deep into the hips. Breathe. And then with control here, ground into the right foot, hinge forward, warrior three in its full expression, arms are ahead. Hips are square to the ground, left foot is flexed. And of course you are breathing. Lunge the left foot back again, crescent lunge, arms are high. Exhale, lower the chest, fingers behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, reach up. Again, exhale, lower the chest, fingers behind you. Inhale to reach. Exhale, lower the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. And then hands plant on the mat, stepping the right foot back, maybe for a one-legged vinyasa this round. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Resetting here, pedaling out if that feels good. And then coming onto the left side, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, hinge forward. Inhale again, lift. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhale, left foot high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Use your core, step the foot down. Inhale, reach the arms up, crescent lunge. Sink deep into those hips. And then firing up in the left leg, send your torso forward, warrior three, arms extend ahead. Gaze is down, hips are square. With control, stepping that right foot back, crescent lunge. And then we start to flow again. Exhale, lower the chest, arms behind you. Inhale, reach up. Again, exhale, chest lower, arms behind you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower the chest, arms behind you, and then the hands lowered to the mat, framing the left foot. The left foot steps back for a vinyasa of your choice, maybe with one leg lifted. Exhaling into your downward facing dog when you are ready. Maybe again pedaling, or maybe you're in stillness. Inhaling onto your tippy toes, exhaling to drop the heels. Again, inhale onto your tippy toes, exhale to drop the heels. Breathe in, lift those heels as high as you can. Exhale, sink them low. And then with your heels grounded as much as you can, walk the feet as wide as your mat, a little bit closer to your hands. Send your right hand to meet your left ankle. Find this twist. Gazing underneath your left armpit, feel the stretch in the back side of your legs. Next, inhale, come back to your wide downward facing dog. Ground in the right hand, send your left hand to the right ankle, again twist. Gazing under the right armpit. One more inhale. Exhale, come forward. And then shifting to your high plank position, maybe for one more vinyasa. Exhaling through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. With your next breath, lower into your tabletop position, knees to mat. And then maybe you just sway those hips from right to left to reset. What do you need here? Tabletop position, and then inhale, right arm long, left leg long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to reach and lengthen. Point those toes, and then as you exhale, flex in the foot. Again, inhale to reach, point the toes. Exhale, flex in the foot, knee to elbow. Inhale, point and extend, and then option to reach the right arm for the left leg. Find an arch, a curve in your spine. Gazing over towards your right shoulder. Kick into your hand. With control, release out of this. And then switch sides, left arm and right leg nice and long. Point in the right foot. As you next breathe out, knee to elbow, flex in the right foot. Again, inhale, extend right leg, left arm. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to reach, sending the left hand to the right foot as you kick into the hand, curve in the spine, gaze back. Nice stretch for the thigh. Still breathing. With control, release, tabletop position. Spreading your knees so they're hip distance apart. I like to tuck my toes here. Lower the chest and the arms are extended ahead for puppy dog pose. Chin or forehead to mat. Feel the stretch and opening in the shoulder space. Every breath out draws your rib cage closer to your thighs. Option to come to half camel with me here. Sending the left hand to your left heel, reach the right arm all the way up overhead, shift the hips forward. Exhale, lower back, puppy dog pose. Then sending the right arm to the right heel, left arm reaches overhead as the hips shine ahead. Exhale, lower down, puppy dog pose. Again, on to the other side. Left hand to left heel, hips forward, right arm reaches overhead. Exhaling, puppy dog pose. And then final round when you're ready. Bringing the right hand to your right heel or ankle. Left arm reaches overhead as hips shine forward, curving in the spine. And then exhaling to your tabletop position before you lower into your child's pose. Knees are wide, toes come to touch. You can play with feeling a softness here, really easy in this form, or sending more weight into your hips, dropping the glutes closer to the heels. Feel that stretch. Taking time to regroup with your breath, inhaling through the nose, expand, feel your rib cage press into the thighs, exhaling to soften. Deepening into the shoulder blade space, tent onto the tips of your fingers, lift the elbows. Still in our child's pose, really awakening in the upper body. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Using an inhale in your own time to lift to your tabletop position. Once you're here, extending the left leg behind you, and then stepping it all the way forward. Left foot lands outside of the left hand. Picking up the right knee is an option, but you can also leave it on the mat if it's more comfortable. And then begin to roll onto the outside of the left foot. This is our lizard pose. Option to deepen. Sending the left hand gently to the left thigh. It encourages more opening. Right hand stays grounded. And turning your chest to face up as much as feels good for you. If that back knee is lifted, keep it strong. Dropping the hips while still staying high on that back leg. When you're ready, come back to center and then dropping the right knee, untuck the toes. We're coming into our dragon posture. Here we want the ankle underneath the left knee. Hips are square. Feel this deep stretch into the left hip side. If you can be on your forearms, give that a try. Otherwise, staying up on your hands is another great way to feel this pose. Take another breath out and then inhale, come up. We're shifting into our half splits. When you're ready, straightening in the left leg, send the hips backwards. The left toes are off the mat. Chest gets closer to your thigh as you breathe out. This pose is for the hamstring. You should feel this stretch in the back of the left leg. With your next inhale breath, send your hands forward, bend into the left knee, tabletop position. Take a moment to reset, and then we'll do the same experience for the right side, starting by reaching the right leg behind you, step the right foot outside of the right hand. Left leg is long, option to pick up the left knee. Starting to roll onto the outside of the right foot, the right knee opens up. Option to deepen, right hand to the right thigh, left hand stays grounded on the mat. Right shoulder and chest starts to peel up and open. With your next exhale, both hands come down inside of your right foot, squaring off your hips, untucking your left toes if that feels all right. Coming into dragon. Maybe you drop down to your forearms, or perhaps you stay on your hands, feeling this deep release in the right hip. With your next inhale, coming up onto your hands, And then straightening into the right leg, shifting the hips backwards, half splits. Right toes are off of the mat. As you breathe out, your chest comes closer to your right thigh. And from here, when you're ready, swiveling out of this pose, coming to a comfortable seated position in the middle of your mat. Take a moment to get comfortable, root into both sit bones. As you next inhale, squeeze the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, soften them down the spine. Maybe your eyes are closed. Inhale again, draw the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, soften them down the back. And again, inhale, squeeze those shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, soften them down where they'll stay. Hands onto the knees, palms facing upwards. A moment here to slow things down a little bit further, tuning back into that breath we started with. Inhaling through the nose, expand into the lungs, open up, pause. Gently breathe out that same way. Feel that breath leave through the nostrils, feel the body soften. Breathing more than just into the top space of your lungs. You feel the air inflate into your backside. Your navel presses forward, your rib cage opens. As you breathe out, your spine stays long, but the air exits. You feel the belly button get closer to the backside. This beautiful, intentional breath can stay with you even off of this mat. Take a few more moments to really soak it all in. A smooth rhythm of inhales and a smooth expression of exhales. Your next breath in, feel the fingertips invigorate, they start to wiggle awake. Eyes stay closed, but your head starts to rock from right to left, eventually drawing the right ear to the right shoulder. Pause for a moment, and then sending the left ear to the left shoulder. Again, pausing, feel that stretch in the neck. Coming back to center. With your next breath in, reach the arms all the way up, palms come to touch overhead. Exhaling, hands to heart center as you bow forward. Namaste.